Our science fair topic is electrostatic detection of writing, which is able to make visible images of indentations marked on paper. Previous research has shown that variables have different pen and paper types, which could affect the way the writing is detected. There is an apparatus that shows the indentations almost perfectly by giving off light and by a toner which then shows up when it is put directly up to the paper. The Crayola Color Wonder Magic Light Brush was used as a type of experiment as well as a printer to make a photocopy of something. The Crayola Color Wonder Magic Light Brush uses non-toxic technology that uses a mess-free brush that lights up when you put the brush up to the color palette. It must also use special Wonder paper that is the second part of a two-part chemical process. The whole process works when the Wonder paper and the Wonder paint come together. Sorry. Something that would be similar to the apparatus would be a photocopier that is on a printer. The thing that makes the photocopy turn out looking a little dull is the toner and how light or dark you would want it to be. The light that is shining through the paper makes the ink reaper from the original copy.
The problem with this particular experiment is that there are different types of paper as well as different forms of pens.
Our hypothesis of our experiment is that if there are different paper types, then the indentations of different pens should be identified.
The materials in this project are blue and black pens, computer paper, newspaper, printer, Crayola color, it's like a Wonder brush, and light and black light.
The first step is to make any indentation with a black or blue pen on a single sheet of computer paper. Repeat step 1 with a black or blue pen and then try it with newspaper. The amount of pressure holding the pen should change every time a new indentation was made. Hold a light up to the paper to detect how many pieces of paper were left with a marking. The last step is to make a photocopy of the original paper and to check if any indentations at all were made at the back of the paper or to see how well the ink showed up on the copy. Data collected would be if the different pen and paper types, along with if there were any fingerprints left behind using a light or a black light. Indentations were only left on 4 pieces of paper, including the original copy when pressure of the pen increased with the computer paper, and with the newspaper, around 5 pieces of paper had indentations as the pressure of the pen increased.
In the very end, it turned out that it did not matter what type of pen was used, but the thicker the paper, the less indentation would show up. Our hypothesis, which was that if there are different paper types, then the indentations of the pens should be different, was proven to be wrong, since after all it did not matter the type of pen being used. The only difference was the number of paper being used in the experiment.
To summarize, the paper did affect the number of indentations that were visible after the original copy. However, the actual pen type whether it was blue or black, did not matter or change how the indentation was recognizable. The pressure of the pen did matter, as the harder that you press, the more likely the indentation is visible. The Crayola Wonder Magic Light Brush was just another way to view how electrostatic writing was detected, and that was through chemical means.